There are a lot of people, including myself at point, has ran into a situation where you don't know how long you can burn yourself until you earn.
So when you say B2C, who is your actual market? Like who would buy this? Like is this the housewives who is
Mainly,
like having a nice garden at home?
yeah.
Okay. What I would like you to rethink is like I think you need to really think whether digital marketing is your right channel or not, right? Because if this is housewife that you want to get across to, right? Doing a Facebook post or like few articles, it might not convince them.
Unicorn Factory අපේ කණ්ඩායම අලුතෙන් ඉනිෂියේටිව් එකක් පටන් ගත්තා Unicorn Factory Startup Bootcamp කියලා. ඒකෙදි සති 16ක් පුරාවට ව්‍යවසායකයන් වෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තුෙන් ඉන්න අය වෙනුවෙන් ට්‍රේනින් එකක් දෙන එක තමයි අපි කරේ. අපි අර සති 16 ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකෙන් අපි ව්‍යවසායකයෝ 4 දෙනෙක් තෝරගත්තා. ඒ 4 දෙනා මේ මෙන්ටර්ස්ලා ඉස්සරහා තමන්ගේ බිස්නස් මොඩල් එක පිච් කරන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් අපි බලමු අද දවසේ මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ravindu Perera, and I am the founder of Resandu Agri products, and which is a rice husk-based charcoal, which is used for mainly as organic fertilizer for plants and flowers. And I have experience mainly in finance, and I have experience in agriculture-based products also in different companies, and I have worked with different from startups to multinationals. My company is Resandu Agri products, and it's mainly in agriculture business. So we have locations in Anuradhapura. Mainly production happens on Anuradhapura and sent it to Colombo. So the problem and opportunity is since the import restrictions started in 2020 March, so there were fertilizer shortages. So the prices has skyrocketed and there were no stocks to buy. So people have converted to organic fertilizer, manufacturing organic fertilizer. So even though we have organic fertilizers, there were different situations that they think even the Chinese imported fertilizer also they have subsidized. So people were reluctant to buy it. So for that we had the opportunity to enter the market with a good affordable quality product, and there is a growing market since there is a very organic, people are moving to organic. We have a good opportunity to market the products, and even the government has given some incentives for the people who do the organic fertilizer, and it will help for tax concessions and different areas. And due to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, that's also affected to the fertilizer products. So mainly Russia is mainly producing the fertilizer urea. So prices have gone up since due to that, and even in Europe also there are different issues. And from the recent, there's good demand for the rice husk also. People have known that it can absorb water and helpful for the different insects. So they can mostly people are using rice husk for the flowers, orchid, and different other products. Our value proposition is that we have affordable quality products, and people are mainly moving to grow home-based food. So import restrictions on fertilizer, and fertilizer prices are very expensive and scarce. So people are going to use for the organic fertilizer methods so they can improve the yield. Our underlying magic is currently we have in-house production facility. So we already have a rice mill. So we can cater 3,000 to 5,000 kilos of rice husk. So we don't have to purchase from any outside parties. So it won't cost any amount. And also we have storage facilities in Anuradhapura, and if expansion is going on, we have plot in Hokandara and Colombo also for the business expansions also to cater to large markets. My go-to-market strategy is mainly through distribution strategies, mainly direct and indirect. Mainly my concern is going through direct, so because this startup, you will have to go to meet customers directly and mainly meet the local farmers and local authorities like government authorities and women's associations like that. So you will have to go to that and plan to mainly to digital marketing to Facebook and Instagram, and plan to go to Garas and Good Market also. And we have already provided samples for the customers in Hokandara, so we can get the feedback from the customers and improve the quality also. And indirect channels, we can meet the local companies such as Haley's and Bowers, but it will be the long run since they are bigger companies. And plan to meet potential exporters in European markets. So once we do the quality and everything, we can cater to them also. My short-term plans are, so we have already given started providing samples from April for the Women's Association in Hokandara. So we are waiting since till June for the feedback from the customers, because it will take some time to get the yield and everything. We are planning to start Facebook advertising since my prototypes are now ready. So I am planning to launch it from this month onwards. And we are planning to meet agriculture officers and different local companies. So mainly we have met once in March with the local agriculture officers in the Hokandara and Colombo areas. So they will give the feedback and provide us how to go to the different urban areas. So they will give insights you can test on these places, so we can improve the quality and enter into the market. Mid and long term strategies are, we are planning to obtain bulk orders from January 2024, and we plan to, on March onwards, we plan to get all the export certifications. You will have to have the obtained from SLSI and different export authorities clearance to get the exports. And after that, we'll have to go to meet the Export Development Board and other customs and different organizations to structure how we cater to the requirements. And our plan is to promote products in 2025, mainly in Europe and USA. So currently, my brother is in Europe, so he will have some contacts for the future, so I can meet them up. And we are planning in January 2026 setting up a branch in Europe, so we can obtain orders and have a customer relationship, so we can visit and meet them. My competitive analysis, currently I have selected only 4, which is around my area size. So mainly the main leader is currently CS Agro. They have high quality and it's expensive also. So they have very large branches. Currently I'm trying to provide affordable and high quality products to the customers, so we can cater to the market and penetrate. This is my management team, myself, and I have a consultant called Leopold Amalsingha. He is a soil expert. He has worked more than 40 years in tea and different areas and coconut areas. So he will be providing feedbacks and how to improve my qualities, and he will visit and give the feedbacks for my products. These are my financial projections. I currently planning to sell 40,500 units per year. So based on that, 20% growth is expected, but I have kept same amounts currently for the sales. So they have gross GP margin of 80% maintaining. Because due to that, I already have the rice husk. I don't need to purchase. Only packing cost and conversion cost is going to the DP. So, and I have to do the marketing and everything, and after that I will getting around 58 to 55% net profit.
First of all, congratulations, because food is something very expensive in consuming but very cheap in production, right? So getting people like you getting into that industry is wonderful. I think I'm not going to go a little more technical, but a thought process, as Jahan said, nothing about judging or anything. First of all, kudos for getting it here as a product, from not just a concept but in merely. Few things that I would like to touch base is, have you looked about when you say this is for the garden and flower enrichment? Now, there are cut flower is a huge export market in Sri Lanka, right? But that got a drop. Now, the industry that you are talking is, although it's an agri product, this is not that fundamental essential agriculture you are talking about. It's gonna complement into a luxury zone of it, or celebration, or morning, all of it, because flower has a different market segment. I want you to think about that, number one. And number two, have you validated from a food FDA, the Food Processing Association?
I have submitted the details.
Submitted.
So Anuradhapura.
Okay.
So they have to. I have submitted and I am waiting for they have to give
the
certification.
composition, right? So because it's very important,
Yeah.
you need to validate whether this rice husk, because again, there are different, I'm sure as a rice mill, you will go from Ratubat, Samba, whatever, you will go for different variants of rice. And these rice husk from different breed has a different impact. So if you can get that scientific validation done, I think that's your IP. Your
Yes,
formula.
I have to. They have informed me to get the pH
Yes.
certification. So I'm currently working on that.
Super. All of that regulation, I'm sure you will do it with, you have wealth management and you have been 15 years in business administration. I'm sure paper, you will definitely take care of it. What I'm saying is, your IP of this is, if somebody asks, what is Ravindu Agri products? For me, your formula of giving flower growth, flower garden, specific areas of that growth, and if you can come with the composition, because you have a production mechanism. Although you have not costed your mill, if somebody else to start this is not easy. So you have a value addition in asset and facilities, but that's a byproduct. That your rice mill's byproduct is this. So your rice mill should run for this always to be this active.
Yeah.
So you have a huge dependency sector, and whereas if you want to remove the dependency sector, that will cost you a lot. So again, as a finance person, I want you to think, because it has a huge dependency on the mill's runway and then what type of rice that you process. Because initially I did not know that, I mean, it's for the flower. Then after the flowers,
Mainly it's used for the flowers. Then you can use for the mirris and everything.
have you tested it for flower? So
Yeah. We used to orchid and everything.
You have used it.
Some there are other competitors also
Using
they're using it because you have a moisture content, so it will help for you to.
Is it existing in local market? Other competitors,
There
the
are-
same
there are.
product selling it in the local market?
CS Agro they have and
Nice.
different.
Super. So I mean, that's it from me. Please look into all of it. And but you said your annual cost expenses is just about 800,000 a year, which is at today's context is 70,000 rupees a month, which you know how challenging it can
Because
be.
I already have it's run by family, so
Infrastructure.
will also
Although you
family
don't pay them, cost them. So that in the future you will understand your business model, because there are a lot of people, including myself at point, has ran into a situation where you don't know how long you can burn yourself until you earn. Right, so this has a huge dependency, but kudos, it's not easy what you're doing. So keep doing, and I like MVP. Also, any thought process you have placed in MNE, that is monitoring and evaluation, while this is happening in the test in the ground. So are you looking at the yield they have done before, yield after?
I have given the samples from that Kokandara, and there are some. Also, I got requests from Anuradhapura. Also, I have some villagers, so they wanted to try also.
So you know this farmer community also, they are very loyal to what they want to do, but they get a lot of advices from Kade Tinna Behet Mahatya Indala. The person who sells the fertilizer is the agro doctor for them, right? So they have what seed to buy, what fertilizer to use. So beyond all of that, please keep consistent monitoring on evaluation, how they are utilizing this. Kudos to you. Let's talk, Arnab.
Well, congratulations on getting the product out, which is the hardest part. Like a lot of people really struggle, getting the product out. Couple of things. One, are you going after the B2B market or B2C market? What I understood is a combination of both.
Combination of both, but
Okay.
my main currently is going to B2C, because
B2C.
after you tap into the B2C,
Yeah.
then you can go to the B2B.
Right.
Large,
okay.
large suppliers.
Right. So when you say B2C, who is your actual market? Like who would buy this? Like is this the housewives who is like
Mainly,
having a nice garden at home?
yeah.
Okay. So what is your thought process around like how to build awareness for them?
My plan is to go through the local agriculture officers.
Okay.
So then you can go to that. They know the areas. What are the things rice husk is used for. So from their
Yeah,
help.
but what you got to understand is like, okay, agricultural officers, housewife, what's the connection?
They have associations and everything.
Right, like so these housewives, do they run businesses or do they run like, are they doing planting?
Some of them are running
Okay.
businesses. Some of them are doing for that
Right.
gardening process.
So
also.
in that case, what I would like you to rethink is like, I think you need to really think whether digital marketing is your right channel or not, right? Because if this is housewife that you want to get across to, right, doing a Facebook post or like few articles, it might not convince them, right? So there may be, you might have to do certain workshops to create awareness of the benefits of this product and like, how this can help them to get a better yield or something like that. So think about that as well. Also, a lot of this mistake I've done this personally. So focus on one thing, B2B or B2C,
Okay.
right? Because it's tough. It's two different segments, two different pain points. Like B2B customers will have a different pain point, and how to convert that sale is a different process versus B2C sale. So think about that. The other thing is, like you said, Leopold is the consultant
Yeah.
on soil, right? What's the validation that you've got from the customers about this product? Like, have you given this to people to test it out? Like,
I have given some samples for them.
Okay.
So they have told it's really good,
Okay.
but you have to improve the.
When they say really good, like, how did you get the like?
It
what-
will take around two to 1 month week
Okay.
process, because it won't.
Yeah, like it has to grow, right? So okay, good. So the thing that I think again here is like important thing is the customer feedback, right? You need to like, if you're going for something like what Fawaz said, like the composition for different plants, you are giving a certain composition, then you need to get better validation from customers. So who's your early customers, build a list, get in touch with them, follow up with them, just continuously get that feedback from them so that you can fine tune the product. And also, what's your marketing budget? I didn't understand. Like
Marketing mainly, I focus on Facebook, $100.
Right.
Going to start from Facebook. Other
Okay.
than that,
$100 is not gonna cut it. Like I'll be very honest. Like it's not gonna work for you. So you might need to think about different strategies, right? Like what can you do? Like for the minimum amount that you invest, what's the better? Like how can you get more return, right? So running ads might not help you, but maybe running a Facebook group in Sinhala and then getting all these housewives who are into planting, right? Like and get them to give that knowledge to them, that might help. So start thinking about your different strategies. Like don't just go on, okay, I'm just gonna run some ads and then I'm like customers are gonna come. No, it's not gonna happen. Like if that's the case, like everyone would be running Facebook ads and like there'll be customers every day, right? But it's not the case, because in Facebook you're fighting for attention. There's so many ads going on, right? And like attention span is very small. Like you only have like a couple of seconds to convince someone. So you've got to think about different strategies to sort of convince people to try out your product.
okay.
But all the best. Well
Okay,
done.
thank you.
Kudos to you for getting it out.
Okay, thank you.
Good presentation, but I think you really need to go to market fast. This whole economic situation and what happened last year, I think has pushed a lot of people to go into this product in the last 1 year, right?
Now it has reduced the prices. Also. They have reduced 40,000 to 20,000. So
Yeah,
that's
so
why-
that all that
since
has
last
happened,
year.
but there is a lot of people who are now experimenting with these similar products, right? The charcoal-based organic charcoal and things like that, very similar products. So I think you need to go to market really fast. You already have a product, you have a packaging also done, which looks good. So try and get your market soon. So because before the others hit the market, if you can, then that's where you can start capturing people, right? And again, I would agree with what Gayantha said is your target market, right? The problem that I see there is if you're targeting to go to housewives through agriculture officers, not going to work.
But I already have the
Yeah.
context.
It'll work in agriculture areas, but not in the urban areas. Right?
Urban areas, I plan to go to Dieta and Good Market.
Okay.
So,
Right. But
okay, to go to Good Market, I need a certification. So I
Yes.
am working on that.
exactly. So you have to be creative in how you are trying to get to these people, right? And also, I know personally that the agriculture officers are not exactly going to go and do marketing for your product.
They won't do the market, but they will link, provide the link. So I will go through.
So there are other
Yeah,
conditions
yeah.
that you might have to meet for that. So I hope that you are aware of all that. So make sure that is that. But apart from that, I think you're good. Good product, good presentation, and I think you have good awareness also. Get the certifications done. That is more important for your product. Yeah.
When I say this, take it as a constructive feedback, right?
Okay.
The underlying magic that you spoke about, you said in-house production capability, right?
Yeah.
What's stopping from someone else doing that?
Because I already have the.
Because your family has some rice
Yeah.
mills, right? Okay. But what's stopping from another family who has access to rice mills doing it?
But they will need the contacts and do the.
If you have the money,
Yeah, they
right? Anything can be replicated, right? So that's why I think I like the idea, but Fawaz said, I don't know how practical or like whether it's actually you can do that or not, right? So that's your knowledge, that's your domain expertise. That composition idea sounds pretty solid because if you can say, right, okay, for anthurium, this fertilizer will work perfect, then okay, that's more like an underlying magic for me. That's again constructive feedback for you.
Sure.
Just I'd like you to think about it a little bit more.
So wish you all the very best, and I'd love to see one day we buy it for our things in Lanka to grow. So wish you all the very best. Get your product into the market. Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. And I would like to thank Jehan and his team and American Center also giving this opportunity for us to start up business and business entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.